Hello. We're talking about this corporate presentation on behalf of my friend, my guide. So, just to say that, Steven Spielberg made a statement: the delicate balance of mentoring someone is not creating them in your own image, but giving them the opportunity to create themselves. So, that's the theme that we follow: to create themselves. We provide a wide spectrum of services: corporate sector, education sector, we talk about school students and college students, housewives, hygiene skills, and lifestyle related challenges. So, over this presentation, we'll talk about the corporate sector and corporate training programs. Now, we classify our training programs, the corporate sector, into four broad categories: productivity enhancement, capability development, hygiene parameters, and other lifestyle oriented things. When we talk about productivity enhancement, we are talking about that set of skills which are directly linked to the productivity of a person, a team, a unit, or a factory. Now, each of us in organizations have different rules based on hierarchies, and our productivity is based on the role that we play at a given point of time. So, here we have three different categories of strategic management for the senior management people, operations management, because middle management largely is attributed towards operational control of the organization. They are converting the strategic initiatives from the senior management to the execution on the lower management. And then third is skill development for the line worker or the junior management staff. Interpersonal skills and team management are some factors. When you work in as a team, your gelling with the team will be a part of the productivity that is associated with the team. Second, we talk about capability development. Capability development is primarily the skills which are associated with the skills that I acquire or I learn. This could be because I've given a growth in the organization, or there could be a transition. Transition could be possibly because of a role shift or a promotion or a new hiring. So, skill development or skill honing, new roles and responsibilities are required here. Then here we talk about project based modules, could be robotics, artificial intelligence based modules which are new coming in the systems, learning and honing of technology skills, Java, Python and SAP, and these are just names to put across. And MIS based trainings in the organization specific. Some organizations have asked us for this training programs on reporting structures. Here when we talk about capability development, we also involve some third party partners with us, because some of these training programs are highly specific in nature. For somebody who wants to do some program in artificial intelligence, possibly we may have to hire, but then that's our responsibility from our clients. We deliver in a single snapshot. Third is the hygiene skills. In an organization, communication skills, verbal, presentations, written, body language, positive personality are some of the attributes which subconsciously affect you as a person and your overall bearing on the team. Emotional quotient, negotiation skills, conflict resolution, and workplace sexual harmony. So these are some of the lists that we talk about hygiene skills. They are not directly linked to your capabilities or capacities, but they are things which are needed to have been there with you on a particular assignment or particular role, and they could be culture driven as well. So we keep those intonations of culture in place when we talk about them. Well, lifestyle related workshops we keep doing, because today handling emotional burnouts, managing failures, setbacks, managing expectations, effective parenting are some things that everybody talks about today. So we have some workshops on these. Now we talk about time management, a case study, so that we are on the same page of how we deliver that. Now a classic approach to time management is this matrix where we classify on urgency and importance of a particular task. We don't do that to begin with. When we sign up with a client, we first try to see and keep our feet grounded that what are the constraints faced by a particular employee in his role, and try to plot what sort of a time factor versus frequency of delays in those jobs, qualitative or quantitative, are happening. This happens through questionnaires with the employee, with his subordinates and with his manager. So Mr. X, who has been recommended by his boss for training, we first try to map before the training begins what the daily basis work output required, weekly, monthly and annual basis. And also we talk to his manager. Then on the day of training, we make everybody learn like a child and try to see the sensitization on different goals, and then workshops and questionnaires and role plays happen in an interactive platform, so that Mr. X is able to see himself as a third person and evaluate himself from the eyes of his boss, his subordinates or his team members, because time management is a 360-degree management of a person. And after the training days happened, overall schema is brought forth, domains of influence are identified, and there are challenges at times because I may be the best person on my plan, but if my boss is not a good time management professional, I can never manage time effectively. So this approach, when we talk about the line function in place, we try also to see not only the role specific to the person or the line reporting, but also the processes. There are certain processes which are time consuming. Are there some ways these processes could be identified and recommended to the organization, that some new technology or some new mode could be identified and worked on there? So we don't take a training program as a transaction. It's a process intervention that we make with our partners. And that's where we have. There's nothing like a dream to create the future, as Victor Hugo said. So we're all open. Let's start the journey. Thank you.